Hello Salty family! I'm the editor and I wanted to just announce, yes, the love issue is out right now, saltymag.tv. Go read it free, pass it on. And I wanted to give some background on the theme this month for February, Valentine's month, love versus God. God seemingly being the second in that phrase. But just to highlight that our culture's current love movement, almost places God on trial to defend himself against love, in the so-called notion that, we know our hearts, we can trust our own hearts, we know how to love, and we don't need you, God, or your rules or your requirements or guidelines on how to love and who to love and when to love. And it's almost seeps into the church pretty much, where we also have taken this position of wanting to define love ourselves, when really it's defined only by God. We don't need to defend him. He does not need to defend himself. He is love. It is his trademark. It only lasts and survives in him and within the context that he has placed love to be used in. Love is costly. It is eternal. It is unconditional. It is long-suffering. Those are just things that humans in our broken state, even with our best intentions, we cannot sustain and we cannot pull off. And so God is the only one who, in knowing the costly price, has paid the full price for love. He has given us his son fully to really free us from our own selves almost, and invited us to come to the throne boldly. He's really removed any excuse, any obstacle that would be in our path to say, come, like I am the author of love, I am the author of life, come to me, I give you life, I give you love. And I wanted us to really dig into that and remember that and really heed that call to not just receive his love that he's given us, but to then realize that we are now the stewards of it to the earth. We're now here to be the ones who wear it well to this generation and really cast a vision for what the purpose of love is supposed to be, and how it should be defined, and why it works so well when we allow God to define it, when we allow God to define our marriages, when we allow God to define our relationship with our parents and with our roommates, and when we die to self again and wash the dishes for the 77th time. Love is very powerful and potent and redemptive when we really do it God's way and die to self and die to our reputation and our rights and humble ourselves and really allow God to use us as a vessel that reaches into the hardened hearts of men. There's nothing like it, and it's divine, and God really wants us to join with him. So that's the purpose for this issue. One, Cornelius Lindsay, he is on the cover this month. He and his wife Heather Lindsay have done such a good job of challenging our culture to live out what we believe. And so I wanted him to speak on it. So he has an article in there. Check out his books. I would say go to corneliuslindsay.com. So You Want to Be Married is one that I know I read in a day. Here we have him and Heather on the cover. His most recent book, I'm Married, Now What? I would also challenge those seeking to get married, already married, to read, and let's really understand the purpose of marriage in our walk with Christ, and its redemptive story that it's supposed to be telling about our own salvation and this relationship between Christ and the church, this enduring covenant he's made with us to never leave us or forsake us. So check him out. I love you. Check out the issue. Read it. saltymag.tv. Subscribe free. Find us on Facebook, Twitter. I love you, and let's be bold. Let's be bold about our love for God. Our culture needs it. They think they know what it has, but they can't even stay married for 40 days. Really let us love well and enjoy this love and this freedom that we have in our God. Mwah.